Man, it's official. RFK Jr. is confirmed as Health of Secretary in the U.S. He has a mission: make America healthy again. I'm going to go ahead and applaud that, number one, because that's a huge jump from this freakazoid transvestite that we had the last 4 years under the Biden administration. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, go look him up. Go look he, she up. I'm not even saying he, she name to give he, she no more clout than they already had. The person is clinically, mentally insane. And the fact that that person that looks like that was in charge of the health of the citizens of the United States, insane. Absolutely insane. So shout out to RFK, because bro, like 70, still ripped, still got a crazy workout regimen. Now he might be on the trend or something. I don't know.
He is.
Yeah, he got to be.
He one of them niggas that eat his meat on a cutting board or wooden cutting board. He one of them niggas.
Yeah, because it ain't no way to be that ripped at 70 without being on something. So, but shout out to him nonetheless. So
he's even exposing. My bad to cut you off, because he's even exposing methylene blue, which is these blue drops that you put in your water that's supposed to help cure cancer. Right, so he's done a lot of things. He's exposing a lot of things that they didn't want exposed.
Okay, so the job of the U.S. Health Secretary involves monitoring FDA practices, managing Medicaid and Medicare policies, overseeing research and programs at the CDC, and supervising the Native American Health Service to solve epidemic issues. So he's been pushing hard on the vaccines. Basically saying, hey, man, all the conspiracy theories were true. We done the research. We done the work. We looked at the studies. Everything they were saying was true. And they was going back and forth. Oh, man, you a conspiracy theorist, you got a worm in your brain and all this. You a coke. Like, everything trying to destroy the man's character rather than addressing the actual facts. Now the actual facts are out. Nobody could really deny it. Like, I even seen... I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen a quote. Somebody said he quoted saying that if you guys don't want to ban the vaccines that we are saying are bad and stop making it mandatory, we're going to make it mandatory for everyone who votes against it to take all 77 something doses that you say kids have to take throughout their lifetime to go to public school. Yeah. So if y'all saying that, because we know y'all not taking them, y'all exempt. All these politicians, if you notice, during the COVID, they were exempt. They weren't taking it. So he's saying, well, if you want to vote against it, cool. You believe it's safe. You telling the Americans it's safe. Y'all take every single dose.
And when we talk about the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, look at the shit that they approve, right? The hot Cheetos, perfect example. We've been eating them shit since we was yay high. And now we know the red 40 is bad for us. We know yellow dye, blue dye, all these things is bad for us. And the Food and Drug Administration approves it. So anything that could possibly help you, FDA don't approve. Oh, that's bad. That was third party tested, but it ain't tested from us, so we wouldn't fuck with it. But there's countless reviews of these things helping people. So who is the FDA really, and what is their job to actually do? Is it to help the people? Is it to actually, put health rules in order and structure, or is it to make us sicker? Like, what is it really to do? So him being in there and him being able to oversee the FDA and hopefully bring some type of third-party audit system to make sure they're handling things correctly will make us healthier.
And he has an emphasis on preventative care. Now, if you know anything about the healthcare, they like to have patience. They don't want to cure the problem. They want to treat the problem. So that was huge to me, because he's been advocating for a long time to shift the focus from managing diseases to actually curing and preventing you from getting them again. What they say, they give you the disease, allegedly, and then they give you the treatment and charge you for a lifetime for the treatment.
Crazy.
So he's saying, look, bro, we got unlimited funds. We done had X amount of years to do this research. There's no way y'all don't have cures for a lot of this stuff that people have been paying their whole lives for treatment. We need to start curing this stuff. We need to start getting rid of this stuff, and we need to start getting ahead of the curve, because y'all are predicting, bird flu's coming in 3 months, but then y'all don't have no type of nothing to prevent people from getting it. But as soon as they get it, you got treatment all of a sudden. Like, come on, bro. We see the play that's going on.
I think a lot of it, too, is old-fashioned. Go outside, get some sun. walk around, eat whole foods, work out. Like it sounds simple and maybe sounds silly to some people, but a lot of that shit is preventative care. Like a lot of that is going to keep you from getting high blood pressure, which then you're going to take that high blood pressure medication. That medication is going to give you a side effect where you got to take another medication. And now you go down the loophole of that to where you got multiple chronic diseases that you didn't have before if you would have just went outside, got some sunlight, went to sleep on time, cut your sugar intake down, ate healthy, and worked out. A lot of that is that simple to go ahead and prevent a lot of these chronic diseases that we suffer from as Americans.
Bro, for years, since I've been a kid, they've been telling us fluoride is good for you. Oh, make your teeth whiter, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out after all the research is done, I got to say allegedly because we on the tube, it lowers your IQ. Yeah. It lowers your IQ. So it dumbs you down. So it's you got to look at it. Who's telling you you need the fluoride? Every time you go to the dentist, oh, you've been using fluoride? Oh, here, I'm going to prescribe you some super fluoride toothpaste. And they know for a fact this is gonna make you dumber and dumb you down.
Enamel strengthening, all this other bullshit.
And it's stripping you. And like, bro, everything they telling you it did is the
opposite. Pineal glands or something like
pineal,
that.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's dumbing you down. It's calcifying your third eye pretty much. So all of that tapping into the meditation and the being able to travel to other dimensions in your dreams and all that conspiracy theory shit, your third eye allows you to do that, your pineal gland. Fluoride calcifies that to where you can't use it. So when they say, oh, we only use, 5% of our brain or something. No, y'all been giving us shit so we can't use the full amount of our brain. And even that might be a damn conspiracy. They might have you believing you only using 5%.
Using the whole 100.
Really, you using the whole 100. Your dumb ass just don't know how to tap into the powers that's up there.
Yeah, it's up. It's bone broth cereal. I'm telling niggas, it's going to be a new wave, man. When he come into office, y'all better get y'all hot Cheetos and all that shit now because all that shit's supposed to go away.
So another component of the Make America Health Again is the inclusion of integrative medicine. So this approach combines conventional treatments with evidence-based complementary therapies, such as acupuncture or dietary supplements. So they're looking at finding treatments other than just giving you a damn pill. Because you go to the doctor, they analyze you, all this, and all they do is give you a pill. And sometimes they'll tell you, if this doesn't work, come back in a week, we got another pill. And if that don't work, we got a shot. And if that don't work, we got a pill stronger than them pills and the shot. So they already have backup medications knowing, okay, we know this ain't gonna really work, but they gotta double back, pay for another visit, copay, then they gotta pay for another prescription. So it's all the funnel money. So he's like, look, bro, it's a lot of holistic things that work that were banned. Because the doctor can't give you holistic advice on how to heal yourself. All they can do is prescribe you meds that's cleared by the FDA. That we all know who runs them, runs the medical industry, runs the oil, everything is tied in. So it's all one big money scheme, allegedly. Now he's saying, nah, we need to look at some of that holistic stuff. Because if you go back in the days, doctors used to have those holistic treatments, and that shit is proven to work. But when y'all globalized the medical industry and y'all started making money, y'all banned that shit.
They already know what the shit to use. That's why I never believed none of their ass. Like you were just saying, everything that healed us was already here. All this medicine shit and all that was man-made and created. All these pills, all these drugs, you didn't need none of that shit. Certain fruits, certain herbs, all that different type of stuff that's already here, growing out the earth, and you can find it, but we can't find a lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff they don't even want you to know about. And this is why I feel like you can't target somebody like Dr. Sebi, who was showing that he can cure all type of diseases and all type of people. Then you go try to kill this man, allegedly, or whatever they figured out happened to him, and say that they care about the people. Because anybody who comes out and tries to show those ways, something ends up happening to them.
And this was the biggest thing for me because I travel a lot. I've been to like damn near 20 countries. And the first thing I noticed was the ingredients and everything in the store. Even the packaging looked different than what we got here. You go look at hot Cheetos out of state, they orange, they not red. They don't got the red 40. You go look at ketchup, they got a couple ingredients on the back. You come here, it look like a WD-40 can with all the damn ingredients in your ketchup. So he says they're gonna ban the worst agricultural chemicals that are already banned and prohibited in other countries. And they're gonna remove conflicts of interest from the USDA dietary panels and commissions. So the ones who are allowing this chemicals and poisons to be put in your kids' cereal and apple juice, and then they got juice on the shelf, and then you read the label, 1% juice. Well, what the fuck is the 99%? I think I'm drinking fruit juice, fructose, corn syrup, and they got the seed oils giving you all type of diseases. But then they tell you, oh, that was the healthiest stuff. You need to be using seed oils. They've been telling us that for decades. Now that's the worst thing you can cook with. So I hope he's not lying. I hope this isn't one big facade and one big smoke and mirrors. I actually hope all this stuff does get banned. I even seen that they're looking at making welfare for food only, like health food items. Like you're not allowed to buy junk food if you do have government assistance, because we all know that's tied to obesity. You got people in the hood, they go buy a bunch of junk, then they got a bunch of fat ass unhealthy kids because all they buying is fruit snacks and cookies at the damn store. So they like, nah, you gonna be healthy even though you're poor. We're gonna give you the government assistance, but you're only gonna be allowed to buy healthy food items. But one thing they do need to do is lower these grocery prices, because the healthy stuff is always marked up higher than the unhealthy shit. Why? Because they wanted you fat. They wanted you with the diseases, because when you're fat and you're disease ridden, you got to go to the doctor. And the doctor's not free. You got to pay. So they're trying to funnel you in. They don't want you healthy, bro. They don't want you grounding. They don't want you meditating. They don't want you hiking. They don't want you getting the damn vitamin D from the sun. They tell you the sun is bad. Put this sunblock on, and then you got skin cancer. Like, nigga, I'm black. I'm born with sunblock. The fuck I'm putting that shit on for?
And I believe that actually, if people with EBT, if you do start to tap into it, you can actually use your EBT at certain farmers markets where you can go get fresh produce, fresh fruit, bone broth, whatever you want to get there. You have the access to do that,
bro.
Because
that nigga love bone broth.
It's collagen. It's good for your gut. It's good for you. It's a form of protein in a way. So you have access to go to the farmers markets and use your EBT as well. But it's something that a lot of us aren't privy to, because like you said, you go in there, get the Capri Suns, the Sunny D, whatever else shit you get. That's bullshit. But you can really be going and getting whole foods and making your diet healthier. And then on top of that, a lot of us are deficient in a lot of vitamins, right? Zinc, vitamin D3, K2, magnesium. The list goes on, and you can only get so much of that from your whole foods, even, right? Where you do have to supplement some of it with vitamins. So you can take D3, K2, you can take black seed oil, you can take magnesium glycinate or threonate. That'll help you, with your brain power. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do that's preventative, that they're not going to necessarily put out there. And when you look at all them vitamins that I just mentioned, don't do the Nature Valley or the Spring Valley, because those are dipped, or don't ever do a gummy because those are dipped in certain oils that are bad for you. You got to go to the ones that aren't FDA approved, and then look at the third-party tests that are ran on those, and you'll be able to get the correct ones.
See, but a lot of this stuff come from the mindset too, though, because y'all can give them all this free game about it, but what I mean is most people don't care about their health until something shows up. You know what I mean? And then now you got to be at the doctor, and now you acting like you super worried. But instead of taking care of yourself and preparing and preventing those things from happening, think that's where the biggest problem is at. So motherfuckers is going to get obese until they have a fucking heart attack or a stroke. And then now you finally want to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff that's the biggest point. But the healthy lifestyle is the way to go. You feel better. It's less, you're less, stressed out as far as in that sense. Your mind is on a different frequency, even just working out or eating different. When you eat certain shit, you can feel like it drains you. Mm-hmm. Then you can eat certain things and feel like, nigga, I just got all the energy in the world.
And if you can, go get blood work, because blood work will tell you exactly what you're deficient in. So then you can go from there. Don't just believe what a doctor tell you, because they're going to give you a Band-Aid that they would give anybody, a generic Band-Aid. When you get that blood work, you can see exactly what you're deficient in. And then when you go and look up the symptoms for what you're the vitamin deficiency, you'll be like, oh, that's why I'm getting headaches. That's why my sleep bad. That's why my back throbbing over here or whatever, because I'm deficient in these certain vitamins that I need. So go get the blood work if you can afford it or if you can do it, and then build your health plan from there.
Fasting is magic. If you fast for 72 hours, it completely rejuvenates your immune system. So fasting for 72 hours straight, just water and black coffee, will rejuvenate your immune system all the way. It'll kill cancer cells. It'll basically rid your body of all the toxins. I recommend doing that at least once every 90 days. You should be doing a fast, because that's how you can directly combat what's in the food. Because you can try to buy as healthy as possible, but you still are leaving faith on a third party, hoping that what's on this label is real. Because they can call it organic all they want. You don't know that. We're giving faith to third parties. So the way to combat a lot of that is to fast and do the sauna at least an hour a week. If you go to the gym 10, 15 minutes a day, 5-6 days a week, you're going to hit that mark easy. But they have said the air quality in most United States cities are so bad, they're urging people, go to a sauna and go to a steam room and sweat the fucking toxins out that you are ingesting every day. But one of the key things about the policies that RFK Jr. was announcing to me was the transparency. So under the new policy, federal departments and agencies are instructed to promote transparency by sharing open source data and avoiding conflicts of interest. So that's key because everything is hidden from the public. They want to know everything from you and then they show you nothing. Now he's like, nah, bro, we need complete transparency. People need to see where these orders are coming from, who's clearing what's going where, and what that actually is. So that's huge. They're prioritizing root cause research on why Americans are getting sicker, with the National Institute of Health taking a leading role. So basically, they want to find out the root cause. They don't want to just treat the problem. Like Kali pointed out, why is this happening? Okay, that's the reason. Let's eliminate that. So that'll make us healthier. They're expanding treatment options and ensure flexibility in insurance coverage for prevention and lifestyle-based care. This is all music to my ears because for the last 2 years, we've been preaching health is wealth, and the government has been preaching the exact opposite with this whole body positivity movement. It was the insanity we kept telling y'all. So now that RFK Jr.'s in, he's telling you, nah, health is wealth. All that bullshit they told y'all, that's out the door.
They trying to change the BMI. They saying if you this weight and this height now, oh, now you're not fat. You're okay. Like, nah, y'all changing everything at this point to fit, those standards of body positivity.
They have an immediate focus on childhood diseases. Huge. We don't even hear them talking about childhood diseases. We pointed out how many times, like, damn, all these fat ass kids in diapers, all these, how you 5 years old with high blood pressure already? Like, this shit not making sense.
5 years old, almost 70 pounds.
Man, oh God, y'all done all see him in the stroller, fat as hell, no shoes on, with a soggy ass diaper. Disgusting. That's child abuse. They're keying in on that, studying the scope of chronic diseases in children and identifying potential causes. We got all these damn kids with what are they calling it? ADHD and autism. Autism wasn't even a thing when we was kids.
That's the worst one I'm seeing, like at an all-time high right now. Is that autism is crazy.
Yeah. So they're looking into that, going, what's causing this? Because if you backtrack the data, this shit was almost non-existent. Now it's the norm. Almost a couple out of every baby's born are gonna have it.
Nah,
and it's kind of sad.
Y'all damn got to track these doctors down when y'all have y'all kids. Don't let them walk off with that baby. Ain't no telling what they shooting up in it.
It's kind of sad too, because the parents, I feel like, be feeling bad, like, damn, did I do something wrong? But it's just a lot of the things that, the plastics in the world too, the microplastics, our cookware, all of that shit contributes to it. And unfortunately, we're not privy all the way, or like you said, they'll smack an organic label on something and you think, okay, that's good. And then you find out that's not right. Like, what's it called? Carol's or Kergo's pure Irish butter. I don't know if you ever seen that come in like a gold little tub, but they're getting sued right now because it's not pure Irish butter. They come back as, oh, we just said that because it's from Ireland. So we meant it was purely Ireland, not pure, you know what I mean? Like, so they always gonna try to have some type of bullshit response, but that's what they do. They greenwash shit.
So I think also, like you were just saying, people feeling like it's their fault. And at part, sometimes it can be because, yes, you need to take it more serious when you is carrying another life inside of you and you're just out here, you're not taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? People still be smoking and drinking while they're pregnant. People still be taking all type of different things that can possibly affect the baby, regardless, with extra stress and different type of stuff that you're not producing a healthy environment that you're bringing something into.
So other things that Kennedy is addressing, healthcare cost transparency. So Kennedy's plan is also addressing the economic burden on patients, stressing the need for clearer health care pricing and broader insurance coverage. Make America Healthy Again proposes requiring hospitals and clinics to publicly list common procedure costs with the aim of increasing competition, and helping patients make more informed decisions. So yeah, put your costs publicly.
That should have been like a store.
So when I'm trying to choose where to go, I can see the prices. I hate when I can't give prices over the phone because they want you to get in because they think they could just finesse and talk you into just paying for the shit once you're there. I can't stand that. So transparency is damn near the word of the day for me because he's making all this shit transparent. They're reducing prescription drug prices, Make America Healthy Again, advocates for stricter negotiation power between the federal government and pharmaceutical companies to lower the cost of prescription drugs. Proposals include granting Medicare greater authority in drug price negotiations, which Kennedy argues will make life-saving medications more accessible. They're aiming at addressing the opioid crisis, which is plaguing America. They're looking at, like I mentioned earlier, rural health care and outlook for physicians. Many in the medical community are watching to see if Kennedy plans will translate into policy, support and praise, emphasis on preventative, prescriptions, cost transparency, and environmental health. So they looking at the environment too, going, man, this air quality is fucked off. I don't know if you ever been to the jungle, but you feel like a whole nother person because the amount of oxygen that's coming from them trees is different, bro. It make you feel like you got a damn near a superpower. Like if you ever been to Hawaii and been hiking in them trails, you feel totally different than you do here. Here we smoking like what they said, a couple packs a day, just breathing the regular air.
You look outside and it's supposed to be sunny. It's cloudy because of the smog.
It's smog. We think it's the clouds. No, nigga, this is the smog, nigga. So, man, this is huge. Make America Healthy Again. Y'all got my support. You got the Viral Wave support. I mean, shit, send me a hat. I'll wear that motherfucker. They got the merch going. You feel me? Thanks. I'm pushing that 100%. As you can see, I just left the gym. You know, I got a little baggy shirt on, but I peel up out of here. The results is there, nigga.
This nigga cat, a little baggy shirt on. This nigga wild.
Hey, don't have me. Hey, don't have me peeling out. Cause the results is there. I'm gonna wait for the summertime. I'm gonna peel out on the show one time.
That nigga said a baggy shirt is crazy work.
Nah, but what's the deal, man?